Hello, my friends. Happy Tuesday. Feels like a Monday, but it's Tuesday. And we're going to switch things up a little bit here for Tough Love Tuesday this week. We're going to do a little check in. I want to see how you guys are doing because I've been throwing a lot at you every week here, asking you to, you know, do some things, some challenges, change some things about yourself and your life and your environment and your everything else. And I wanted to check in to see how you guys were doing. So, for those of you who are coming in on the replay, thank you so much. If you want to leave your comments down below, I would love to have you do that. So, I see Ange is here early. Love you, Angela. And Rita, hello, hello. So, how have things been going? It's Pride Month, and I'm a mess. Yes, Ange, but I wouldn't have you any other way. So it's Pride Month, and I made a post on Facebook this morning about pretty much about how about halfway through the month that I have to take a social media break because nothing brings out homophobes like Pride Month, and it's very exhausting for me because not only do I have to defend my own right to just exist, I spend a lot of time sticking up for those people who aren't ready to use their voices yet. And it's absolutely flipping exhausting. And as much as I hate to have to take a break from social media, I have to protect my own mental health or I can't stick up for anybody else or myself for that matter. So, using my voice, using my privilege, because when I walk into a room, people see a middle aged white woman. They assume I'm straight, they assume I'm female. There's a lot of assumptions made. And I'm okay with that because it puts me in a place of being able to stick up for people who their physical body or the color of their skin or the fact that they might have a face full of piercings or something like that makes people assume things about them, right? I have what I refer to as I am an invisible minority. Okay. And that gives me privilege. And I can never talk too much about this because it is so important for us to use our privilege. But it's exhausting. It's just so flippin' exhausting, you guys. So, what have you all been up to? I have been trying very desperately to um, live up to the challenges that I have, put out there for you guys. Things have been going really well for me lately. Today is an off day because, again, with the invisible stuff, I have fibromyalgia and I'm having a flare up. So if you see me rubbing my hands a lot, that's why. Um, but yeah, and this little bit of a mess behind me here is called edits and planning. So really trying hard to take the downtime to take care of myself, to um, not burn out because we have to really guard our energy at times like this. The world is on fire. You've heard me say that before. And but we still have to live our lives, right? We still have to live our lives. He changed his yeah, this poor little dude um had a day yesterday. He was very sick and he goes through this a lot. I mean, he's a he has two coats. He also has anxiety where it causes him to pull his hair out and eat it. So he had a bad hairball yesterday to the point where the whole day he just sloughed around. He didn't eat anything. His routine was off. He was clingy. He doesn't get clingy. But yes, edits and planning. It'd be better if I had two animals on the bed. But yeah, so I've got my My wonderful editor just sent me a little note that I'm not allowed to use the words get and just, I think. I think it was just and get anymore. So, but it all comes down to, I think, protecting our own energy so that we can put ourselves out there for other people, right? Hello, Kay. How are you? And I mean, seriously, I know that you guys have been, living up to it yourselves. And I wanted to come and check in with you and make sure that you guys were doing okay. Because yeah, this is usually about tough love and, the whole suck it up and do it and all that kind of an attitude here for Tuesdays. But at the same time, I mean, I love you guys to death and I want to see you taking care of yourselves, and I want to put it out there that I will make myself available if somebody needs some help or somebody needs to talk. And I think that is just as important as using our privilege to stand up for other people. That, and only if your own mental health can handle it, right? Because a lot of people, they're not in a good space to be able to handle that, and they'll put other people before themselves. You should never do that. You should never do that. But making yourself available, if you can, to other people to talk on a more private scale than, live on YouTube or whatever, it can make a huge difference for people. I know for myself, when I was in the closet, had it not been for one particular person that I knew, I probably wouldn't be sitting here talking to you right now. Because that one person was where I am now and made themselves available to me to help me navigate coming out at a later age than most people tend to. Yeah. When you're see, this is awesome, Kay. When you're afraid to step outside your comfort zone, remind yourself it's uncomfortable because it's unfamiliar, not because you're incapable. Yes. Yes. And this, I love this. Life's been kicking my butt this last week. This week I'm kicking back. See, this is it. You can fall down as many times as you need to, but by the gods, you best get back up, because if not, I'm going to come up there and haul you up by your shirt collar. You know I will. Good at procrastinating due to fear, but I'm still moving forward, even if it's slow. This is it, Ange. This is totally it. First of all, nobody can tell you what is an acceptable speed to move forward, because it's relative, right? It's relative. And so long as you're still moving forward, so long as you're not letting the fear stop you, right? And so long as you have somebody to talk to, whether that is your partner or your best friend or your therapist or whatever, I mean, I'm extremely lucky that I get to go to therapy every other week. I am lucky that my best friend who lives in another province will, like she did today, will pick up her phone and text me at lunchtime just to see how my day is going. I am so freaking lucky that I have this. So it's my job, because I have that privilege, to pay it forward to people, right? So if you're able to have anybody in your life to get stuff off your chest and to help you work through the hard times, it is your job to pay that forward if your mental health can handle it. And sometimes it can and sometimes it can't. Like one week you might be great. You might be like, bring it on, bring me your problems. I am, going to handle them and help you get through it. And then the next week, like, don't even freaking speak to me or I'm going to lose it. Right? It's up and down, and that's okay. You're allowed to have that. I tell my daughter, if something's easy, it means you're not moving forward. You're not learning. I agree and I disagree. If it's too easy, you're not moving forward. But that doesn't mean that things can't be easy, right? Life doesn't have to be hard, but you should be even if it is easy, you should definitely be learning something from it. Like what's working, right? So that you can do it again, so that you can get through it easier. But I do see the point that you were trying to make to her though, Kale, for sure. For sure I do. Last week was somewhat a bad week. Started Monday and took most of the weekend energy out of me. Oh no, then hubby wrecked my weekend. I am so sorry. I am so sorry, Rita. This week is better. It's going to be better, yes, because happiness is a choice, right? Happiness is a choice. You can wake up in the morning and decide that you're not going to let anything ruin your day. As someone who has suffered in the past from debilitating depression, and I mean could not get out of bed, I learned through my recovery that you can literally wake up in the morning and say, today is going to be a good day. And if you do that often enough, your brain, first of all, it starts looking for the good things. And then it starts looking for the things to avoid that are going to make your day bad. Like for instance, maybe, you know, after supper every night, you get into an argument with your partner. Your brain is going to know that because it's a habit and will find ways to get you to not engage, right? Hey, Jenna, honey, sitting at a call with Victor. Oh, love it, love it. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Say hi to Victor for me. You can make that choice, okay? You can make that choice that today is going to be a good day. I woke up this morning and I decided today was going to be a good day. And then the pain hit. And I am at a spot right now where I can't really turn my head. Everything hurts. It's, that whole meme, everything hurts and I'm dying. I am the embodiment of that today. But it's still a good day. It's still a good day because all I did was tweak my schedule a little bit. I had to take out the things that required a lot of brain power because I can't do the brain when I'm in the pain. So all this, but I still managed to get some stuff done. And I got enough done that now I get to spend the rest of the afternoon curled up on my bed watching movies and doing my planning. And that way I will still feel like I got something accomplished, right? So know that it's a choice. I could have, when the pain hit, I could have been all, great, there goes my day. My day is ruined now because I can't type and I can't turn my head and I got a blasting headache and all of this. I could have chosen to let it ruin my day. Instead, all I did was pivot. And I'm like, okay, well, yay, that means I get to spend the afternoon watching movies and planning, which is like two of my favorite things, right? So it's a choice. It's a choice. And I would also ask that if you're able, one of your choices this coming week be letting someone know that you're there to talk, especially if that person is from the LBGT community, because as much as June, or in our case in this city for some strange, weird reason, July, as much as Pride Month is a celebration of the fact that we now have somewhat equal rights. I mean, in this country, we do, but I know in the States, y'all don't. But that we don't necessarily have to be out there throwing bricks. It still can be a very hard month for some people, especially if that person cannot come out to say like their parents or something like that. Be that shield for them. Please, please, I beg you, because it will make a difference in somebody's life. That's all I have for you guys this week. I'm glad to know that you guys are doing good. and, things are plugging along. Next week, next week, we're going to talk about shame. Brace yourselves. We're going to talk about shame, right? Because it sucks and it's not your responsibility. Okay. Don't forget, you only have a few more days left to get your ticket to Inkspire Indie. I have pinned the link up top here. The cart closes at 5 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, and the event happens on the 15th. It's an all-day thing, and it's going to be fun, fun, fun. I cannot wait. I love you guys to bits. Love you to bits. Take care of yourselves, okay? I'll see you next Tuesday.